There I am. All right, man. We are here. It is Friday. It is that time. We actually have some fights to talk about, and we will get to it. All right, let's bring in El Gran Chingon, El Mero Mero One, Mr. David Contreras.
Hey Ed, what's going on? I can't wait, man. Good boxing weekend. Finally again.
Yeah, not bad. What's up to Demetro, JC, everybody who's jumping on? Mikey should be jumping on here in just a minute or two. So yeah, we'll tap in whenever he jumps on. Hang on. Let me plug this in. Okay. David, you're telling me that the weather's hot over there in Florida, huh?
You know what, Ed? Today it was 99 degrees, but with the humidity, I believe it was 86 today. It was
Okay.
112.
Wow.
It's the humidity is what kills you. Literally, I walk outside. By the time I come back in, I'm soaked.
Gosh darn it.
It's the humidity. Yeah, but you know what? It's only it's only 6 months, and then 5 months of beautiful weather. But you
Okay.
know what? Like I said, I'm only here another year, year and a half. I'm going to buy another place up in Chattanooga, up in the mountains. So that's
Mhm.
going to be my summer home, and then my winter home. My winter home is going to be in Fort Lauderdale. So I got another year here, and then it's time to go on.
Okay. Nice, man.
Yeah.
Nice. Going in Chattanooga, huh? In the mountains, in the hills?
Have you been there, Ed, in
Oh,
Tennessee?
no.
Oh, Ed, it's beautiful, man. There's lakes. The house that I'm looking at, it's overlooking a beautiful lake. It's in the mountains. It's probably about 20 minutes from Chattanooga. Chattanooga's a little city. It has 193,000 people. And you know
Okay.
what? When I hit that town, a lot of Chicanos, a lot of raza. I felt at home there, and especially Tennessee. And a lot of respect for the raza there. It's good.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So we'll
Uh,
see.
yeah, we'll have to do something over there at the
Well,
pad.
dude, I'm begging you to come visit me over here in Apollo Beach, man. It
Oh
goes to deaf
man.
ears, man.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
JC, there's a raza everywhere. Yeah,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah, there
Yeah,
is.
it's getting there. It's definitely getting there. All right. Uh David, just real quick, did you tap in at all to see the Clarissa Shields card at
No,
all?
no,
No.
at all. No. You
Okay.
know what? Once Tito wasn't fighting, dude, I'm not a fan of Clarissa Shields, and I'm not a fan of anybody that fought in that fight. I didn't know who they were. No,
You,
not at all.
you know, Tito Mercado. So his fight got canceled, and then they
Mhm.
found him a replacement, and then that got canceled. When we came
Really? I
on,
never
yeah,
heard of that.
when we came on live and we
Uh-huh.
reported that it got canceled because the guy came in like 10 pounds overweight, they
Uh-huh.
actually found a replacement, but that got canceled because he wasn't going to be able to make the weight either. So I was like, wow, man, he's just cursed, man. He is just
You
cursed.
know what, Ed? I did, just glance by it for whatever reason. I was changing channels and it came up. There was 16,000 people there. That would have been a great place for Tito because Tito would have knocked that guy out. He would have been the fight of the night. Man, it's just like you said, talking about bad luck, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That would have been a good place to showcase his fights.
I don't want to spend too much time on it because I know not a lot of people care, but I watched it and basically Clarissa did what she was supposed to do. The other chick, she's 42 years old. That was only like her seventh or eighth professional fight, even though she's a champion. Those weight classes are there's really nothing up there. So from what I understand, like the mega match is her versus Michaela Mayer, which I'm a fan of Michaela Mayer, but Michaela Mayer is not that big. She's not as big as Clarissa Shields. So they're talking maybe meeting at 154, 160. I don't 160 to me for Michaela Mayer, that's already as far. That's already kind of pushing it. I kind of like Michaela Mayer 154. Clarissa has fought there before, but it was tough for her to make that weight. So that would be a fight. If they make that fight, David, would you be interested in that fight?
No, no, do anything with Clarissa. She's very racist, very little
But,
racist.
but what
You know what I
about
mean?
Michaela Mayer though? What about
You
Michaela
know what,
Mayer?
brother? The only female that I follow is Fundora. That's the if
Okay,
she fights, I'm gonna watch it. Other than that, And you know what? When that other little one, the way he's called Super, the one from East LA,
Yeah, yeah.
he
Sanicia,
retired.
Sanicia,
Senisa, those were
Sanicia
the only
Estrada.
two that I fought. Dude, I'm not into women boxing, and no disrespect to them. God bless them. Dude, Amanda Serrano, all these names. Dude, I don't watch them. You know what I mean? But hey, God bless them. But it's not for me. Other than Fundora, I like Fundora.
And Amanda Serrano is fighting tonight. The card is on right now, as a matter of fact. But yeah, I do like Michaela Mayer, man. I think that would be a good fight. I am interested to see that if they can actually make that fight happen. I know there's this other girl. We're gonna get into the real stuff right now. I just want to just like give a nice little touch on it. I know there's this other girl, Tam Tebow. I don't know who she is. Apparently, she only has 5 fights, but people are saying that really watch women's boxing, like, hey, that should be the next fight. I don't know. I like the fact with Michaela Mayer. Yokasta Vaya is another one I kind of like as well. But all right, let's go ahead and let's get into a little bit of cheese, man, before we get into tomorrow's fights. David, so Robert Garcia came out and said, hey, Virgil is officially moving up to 160 pounds, which I already knew that, David. I was like, he's not going to fight at 154 anymore. He's been gone for a while. And since Boots is saying, like, well, the old deal doesn't apply anymore because I'm champion. So after hearing that, I'm like, yeah, he's not sticking
He's
around
not
at
going to fight.
160.
No.
Yeah, no, he's not. So there's some options at 160. What's your thoughts, David? What should Virgil Ortiz go after at 160?
You know what? I want to see him fight Lara. He needs to be a champion now. I want to see him fight Lara. I would like to see him fight. I mean, for his first fight coming back, I wouldn't.
Mhm.
I wouldn't mind seeing him fight the winner tonight or tomorrow night. That Yosli Hernandez, that Cuban dude.
Yeah.
He's the real deal. Supposedly, he's
Mhm.
10-0 with 9 knockouts. Tomorrow's gonna supposedly get a knockout. I know we're gonna break it down, talk about it. I wouldn't mind seeing him. I mean, Virgil's not gonna fight probably till December. So right now we're in August. It gives this guy a couple of months, and then that could be his walking in present. Fight this guy, and they could start actually pushing it tonight. That would be a damn good fight.
What I understand, they're talking about November for Virgil to come back. So
Charlo, I would love Charlo. I don't want to see him fight to Tim Tszyu. Virgil's going to kill Tszyu. He's going to kill Tszyu. But if you want him to shine and look good, let's put him in with Tszyu. But why don't we put him in with Charlo?
I don't mind that fight either. The thing is, I don't know if it's official or not. Maybe anybody on the chat knows, because it looked like he was going after Tszyu, Tim Zhu or Charlo. Are those two guys fighting each other? Is that official? Is Zhu fighting Charlo? I
Not
don't
that,
know.
not that, not that I think that Virgil would probably fight one of them. I haven't heard anything about those two fighting.
All right, let's see if the boxing scientist Mikey knows anything. Mikey, Virgil Ortiz moving up to 160. What do you want to see him do at 160?
What's up, gentlemen?
Hey,
Uh,
what's up, Mikey?
what's
Show
up?
the
What's
muscles, brother. There you go.
up? Oh man, this came out of nowhere. Well, Dave called it a long time ago. You did want to see Virgil go to
Yes, I
160,
did.
and
I
it
Yeah.
did.
came true. All right. If he's not fighting el Bronco, el Caballo, what's his name? The Dominican cat. I don't really care. Virgil, he hasn't done anything. He wants to call shots. Golden Boy has done a terrible job with his career.
Yes.
His
Terrible.
manager Greedy try to do a backdoor on Golden Boy. They don't know how to read contracts. I think we have a better chance reading the contracts. Scratch that. I think I have a better chance reading the contract. And look at he's frozen. So he's gonna move up. He wants to fight Charlo or Tim Zhu. Charlo already tweeted. He said, "I'm not gonna fight Virgil. I'm gonna fight Tim Zhu." So what's going on?
Really? He's afraid. He's afraid.
I mean, afraid or I don't know. I don't know exactly how it works, but yeah. So Virgil once again is not getting the fights we want.
Yeah, I see. I knew I heard something through the grapevine that Virgil was looking at Zoom, or Charlo, but then I knew I heard something that those two guys were gonna link up and fight each other. I don't think it's official. Maybe it is, and it went over my head. I'm not really sure. I didn't really dig into it, but it seems like Tim Zoo is going to fight Charlo, so they kind of froze Virgil out. The thing about Mikey, you're talking about Carlos Adames.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing about him is that he said that he's moved up to 168. He hasn't
Yes.
had a fight. He hasn't had a fight there yet. So to me personally, you're not officially moved up until you actually have a fight. You could say it all you want, but once you have that fight, they say, okay, now you're at a new weight class. So officially, he has not had a fight at 168 yet. But if he is at 168, Mikey, then who should he go after then? If Zoo is off the table and Charlo, let's say those two guys really are making a fight with each other, then what's left for Virgil?
Yeah, and then also at 160, the boogeyman, what's his name? The Ukrainian cat's moving up also.
Yeah,
What's his name?
yeah, Yanni Beck, Yanni
Yanni
Roy.
got out of suspension. So, I mean, they got to give somebody the bag, and Virgil has to take a pay cut. I don't know exactly how that's going to work, but that Thomas fight is phenomenal. Or even bring Johnny Beck back down. But someone's got to give him the bag. Golden Boy, I don't know how it works, but yeah.
Hey, Ed, I got right here the middleweight 160 champions as of last week. WBC is Carlos Adames. So he's going to go to 168. That's going to be open. So let's get him to fight somebody. Let's just get him a championship. He's never been a champion. Let's get him WBO Denzel Bentley. I don't know who he fights for. IBF Aaron McKenna. We've never heard of these guys. Give him one of those. Just let him fight one of those. Get some belts. And then let him fight WBA at Islande Lara. I would love to see him come in his first fight, knock out Lara. I mean, I agree with you, Mikey. That's what Oscar should be doing. Instead of trying to get Charlo and all these guys, dude, Virgil will knock all these guys out. I don't know about a Carlos Adames. Thank God he's going up. But Virgil could be undisputed, without a doubt, on 160. But yet, we're going to talk about tomorrow, El Diablo, see how he looks. That would be a really good fight for him to become a champion, Virgil, and then marry him up later on. But we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to the most baldest, best Texas boxing reporter ever from PYP Boxing. Mark Salinas right there, man. Shout out to Mark.
The most baldest, bro?
The most baldest Texas. Baldest.
Okay, Texas. Okay. And then I'm Florida, you're California.
All right. Look. I love Virgil Ortiz. He's one of my favorite fighters to watch. But I agree with a lot of people. What most people are saying about him. Like, God, what's up with this guy? He has not won an actual title yet. If he's won a title, it's an interim title, right? So some of these titles, like Adames, right? If he really moves up, that's going to be vacant. There's going to be somebody right there. Let's have a fight for that. I think. And I'm not going to defend Golden Boy here, man. I've come down hard on Golden Boy, and they've done a terrible job with Virgil Ortiz. I don't know why this kid isn't more of a star, man. He's Chicano. His fighting style is fan friendly. This kid should be a heck of a bigger star, right?
Golden Boy. It's his fault.
Yeah. So I think Golden Boy, I think he was thinking, what fight makes more money, Lara or a Charlo? I think maybe a Charlo makes more money. I think maybe even a Tim Zoo makes a little bit more money. People forgot that Lara is even still exists. Nobody even really knows that he's still a champion. Like he's still a champion. The guy's like 1,000 years old.
Exactly.
He's still a champion. So, but if Zoo and Charlo are really going to fight one another. And by the way, if Adames really relinquishes his title, maybe the Charlo Tim Zoo fight could be for a belt. Who knows which direction they go with that.
Hey, Ed, if Adames is a WBC champion, if he goes up, the interim champion is Jesus Ramos, the WBC interim champion. Now, could you imagine Jesus Ramos and Virgil Ortiz fighting for the WBC on his first fight back?
That's
Come on.
nice.
Right?
It
That's a
doesn't
good
get
one.
better than that. It
That's
doesn't
a
get
good
better
one,
than
man.
that.
I like it. I like
Texas versus Arizona for the real WBC fight.
Mono
belts.
Ramos, man. I like
Ramos.
that. That would be an action fight. Yeah,
That would be
would
an action fight. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think with Lara being the IBF champ, I don't think weight is really an issue for Virgil Ortiz anymore because the IBF has the 10-pound rehydration clause. Now they went to 160. He's got to start going after belts, man. He got to start going after belts. Look how old he is. He's going to be 30 years old.
No, he's 28 years old. He's 28 years old, Ed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's going to be 30 years old. He's going
In 2 years, bro. In 2 years. 28 is still
Yeah,
young, man. 28 is still young.
What, like in a year and a half? With like in
I'm gonna be 70. I'm gonna be 70, but I'm 66.
No, no, but dude, I mean, in what? In like 20 months, he's gonna be. He hasn't had. He's not a champion at
No,
all.
I know, and I blame it on Golden Boy. I blame it on Golden Boy.
Yeah,
because he'll fight anybody. I mean, he wants to fight. You know.
Yeah, he'll fight. Virgil ain't scared.
No.
Mikey, is it Virgil or is it the promotion?
I think it's a promotion. Virgil's dad, the promotion, and his dumbass manager don't know how to read a contract. So this guy's never been a champion at 47 and then 54, and he blew his opportunity at 54. Like, ooh, Virgil is next, and he blew it. They had to sit him, freeze him out. Golden Boy had to freeze him out a little bit because of the stupid move they tried to do.
You know, I continually hear that his dad.
Yeah, true.
I continually hear that his dad is problems. I don't.
You know what, Ed? I've never heard it. I've never heard it.
Okay.
I mean, who did you hear it from?
Just different reporters like Mark Salinas. Different
like Mark Salinas.
Like Mark. No, but just people in social media just saying like, you know what, people have reported that, you know, he's tough to deal with, that he's got some problems. I remember Oscar came out and said that he had to pay Feria to get him out of jail or something. He got in a brawl backstage, and Oscar De La Hoya had to bail him out. He had to pay Feria to get him out.
Yeah, one time, man. One time he made a mistake.
And I don't remember when he left. He left Robert Garcia. He was with Robert Garcia, and then he left. The dad got mad because Robert Garcia wasn't rotating or bringing enough sparring. But and Robert said no, it was a miscommunication. I think he needed the sparring somewhere else, something like that. Something happened, and he left, and the grass wasn't greener on the other side, and he came back. So,
hey guys, what about if they want to make money? His first fight back against Sandor Sayas, because Sandor's going to 160 now.
That's a good. I mean, that's a good thing.
They were gonna fight and then fight in Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
there's a lot of money in that. That would be a good fight, huh?
Shoot, make it happen. Make it happen. I'm down with it. Yeah, Big Smokes is saying Fight Hub reported that. ES News reported that on Virgil's dad. Yeah, I'm not saying he is. I don't know the guy. He's not in front of the cameras like a lot of the other dads, like the Bill Haney, the T.O. seniors. He's not one of those guys. But maybe he can be a problem backstage. I don't know. I don't even really know what the guy looks like, but I have heard that on different boxing reports. So yeah, Mark, that's what David was bringing up. We'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll see what happens tomorrow. So
Hernandez, the Cuban guy,
guy tomorrow. The guy's fighting. He's 10-0 with nine knockouts. Hey, you know what? He's 10-0 with 9 knockouts.
They need to fight at least 25 fights, and then we start talking about him.
But you know what? I'm excited about Virgil coming back, dude. He's my favorite fighter right now. I'm excited for
Virgil, Dave. Unfortunately, he breaks your heart all the time.
Who, Virgil?
Yeah, like he's sick.
Oh, he gets hurt or fighting. Yes, he does.
It just like doesn't. He's always.
I have a feeling he's at 160. It's a good weight for him.
He called it.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm excited for him to come back. I'm excited for Lomachenko to come back. Let's go, man. Let's go. All right, gentlemen. let's move on to another little bit of news here. Yanni Beck is looking that he's probably going to end up fighting Hamza Shiraz. What's your thoughts on that fight, David?
I'm excited.
Okay.
I'm excited. That's going to show me if Shiraz is a real deal or not. I'm excited about it. I think we talked about it last week.
Yanni Beck has been out of the ring for quite a while.
Yeah, but you know what? He's a good test for him. Who has he fought other than Berlanga? Oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah, he fought Carlos Adames, and that
Right.
was a gift. Carlos Adames beat him,
At
but
160.
they gave him a gift. It was a draw, but Carlos
Yeah.
Adames beat him.
Yeah, he did. He did. They gave him a draw.
They
Yeah.
gave him a draw. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Mikey, what's your thoughts if that fight happens? I mean, this is the first time that Yanni Beck's going to fight since his suspension.
Yeah, and they didn't give him the. I don't know how long they gave him the suspension, but they uplifted the suspension. And Shiraz is crying all over the internet that it's not fair that if he's suspended, then why is he coming out suspended and getting rewarded for a title match? And Shiraz might not even fight him. He might give up the belt. He's debating about that.
Are you kidding me, Mikey? I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, he's making a big scandal. Like, it's not fair. And from the outside looking in, it's not fair. Like, that sucks. He got
Come on.
caught with steroids.
What's fair in boxing, Mike?
I know.
Mikey? To
That's what
me,
I'm
it
saying.
sounds like a duck. It sounds like a duck.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
It
And
can
he says,
be.
when does a boxer say
but it's tough.
it's not fair? Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It wasn't fair, but I get you.
not fair.
Fighting is
It's not fair.
It's not fair. What
Yeah,
do you
he
mean?
said that.
Kindergarten? Kindergarten. It's not fair?
No,
Yeah,
okay,
he might
okay.
be scared. He might lose. I don't know.
No, but Mikey's right. I actually saw that he was in an interview with what's that guy? He has a funny name. Hawani. Something Hawani.
Yeah, Wani, the UFC dude. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a, you know, I like his content, man. I check it out every now and then. And yeah, Hamza Shiraz was right there saying like, yeah, you know, it's not fair. It's not fair. And it's looking that he's probably going to give up the title instead of fighting him. You're right, Mikey.
Good.
Yeah.
Let him give up the title. And then Johnny Beck will get the title. He'll fight Canelo and we'll start seeing the great fights again.
Okay. All right. I want to make it clear. I like Hamza Shiraz. I'm not saying he's a great fighter, but I do want to see him fight. He's exciting to me. I like watching his fights,
like
you know, but I do want
His last fight was exciting, Ed.
Oh, yeah, it was boring, huh?
Ed, it was the worst fight I've seen in my life. Last fight is exciting.
yes,
The
the
one,
last
I mean,
Dave.
That was
Yeah,
trash.
the
I'm
last-
you liked it? You liked the last fight?
No. The last fight was not good. The last
No.
fight was not good. But outside of that,
The Berlanga and Adames. That's the only two that I've seen. What other fights did you see? I know just two. Just two.
And
I think Ed's saying that he's long. He has a good jab. He can box. Kind of boring, but yeah.
I think could give all those guys a little bit of problems.
Yeah, he will. He will.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? It's good that Pomona just said that right now. He's never heard of him. I thought this guy Israel Mercado was Tito's because they said he was from Pomona. I guess he's not Tito's brother, huh?
Yeah, no, I don't know, but let's go ahead.
That's good that he said that.
Hamza a bum. Well, hey, he's got to be proven a bum. So he's got to be.
JC knows boxing. JC knows boxing.
JC knows how to be biased as well, you know. So
he's funny though. He's funny.
All right, hey guys, let's go ahead and let's get to this card for tomorrow. I know the undercard here. Let's get to it. There we go. The undercard isn't stacked with a lot of big names, but I think it has potential to have good fights. It's maybe not doesn't have a lot of superstars in it, but as far as fights itself, action, I think we're gonna get some pretty decent action here. So we'll start with Utria from Colombia versus this guy. I was thinking he was related to
Tito.
Yeah, I thought he was related too. So, but I guess he's not. Israel Mercado. I don't know these guys. Both of these guys are. Let me see. All right, so Utria is 14-0, undefeated. Mercado is 13-1-2. Mercado's 31 years old. He's a bald-headed one. Where Utria is 22. Gosh, this kid's a youngster, man. And Utria is taller than him by 1 inch. Like I said, I don't really know too much about these guys. Utria, out of his 14 wins, 11 are by knockout. While Mercado, out of his 13 wins, 7 are by knockout. So, David, what do you make of this fight tomorrow?
You know what? Right now, Pomona just burst my bubble because I was about to say, because I heard when they said that he was from Pomona, I thought he was Tito's younger brother or something, or maybe older brother. I don't know. And so I was excited about it. But now that we're finding out he's not related to Tito, you know, I think Urias. I mean, they were making an emphasis on the weigh-in and also yesterday when they had the press conference that he's a knockout artist, and he's from Colombia, right?
Yeah, he's from Colombia.
Yeah, Colombia. They were talking a lot about him. So I think Mercado is the underdog on that. I think I got Urias. I've never seen him fight, but I'm looking forward, especially with 14, 13 knockouts. I'm looking forward to this fight.
Okay. Tito's brother is Danny.
Is he
Okay.
a fighter too?
Yeah, P Town is Danny Boy. Is he a fighter? Let me see. Shiraz gets smoked by Pacheco. But make it happen. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not super fanning for Shiraz the way I do for Connor Ben. Just don't talk about Connor Ben, everybody. But give it to Shiraz. But hey, I mean, I'm down for that fight. Pacheco versus Shiraz. I'm down for that fight. Make it
Yeah.
happen. Mikey, we don't really know too much about these guys. Utria is since you like the percentages, Mikey, 79% knockout rate out of his 14 fights. What's your thoughts on this fight?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, yeah, it's he has power. Anything over 70 is power. Uh, I don't know who what any fighter that I've known. Has he fought anyone that we know? I don't know. So we don't know his record. Where did he fight? So we got to see that, put that into effect. But yeah, I think I saw something about this Colombian guy and these South American fighters. Dude, they don't have a lot of technique, like I said before, but they are sluggers, they're punchers, and they're down to brawl. So I think I saw some highlights and he looks good, but there's not a lot of technique. Pero they're down to get down. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and
Okay.
you know what? Pomona just told us that he's Tito's uncle. So
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
that right there raises my stock in him, just being Tito's uncle.
To me, okay. Raises the stock in what, David? Like it'll make you change your decision because I think
No,
he's
it's
getting
not. Well, no, I think it raises that. You know what? He comes from a boxing family, unless he's that crazy uncle that nobody wants to be around. You know what I mean? But if he's that uncle that you know what, he loves boxing as much as Tito. You know what? I can't wait for this fight. That just
okay.
raised it on my end.
And he's saying that his brother Danny is a fighter. He's 2-0 right now. So
Okay.
we'll keep an eye on when his brother comes out. All right. So he's 31 years old though, David. He only has 13, 14, 15, 16 professional fights at 31. And look, I don't know. I've never seen this Colombiano fight. I've never heard of him. He's 22 years old, 14 fights with 11 knockouts. I think he knocks out Mercado. That's me saying that without knowing much about either one of these guys.
Yeah.
I think I think this Mercado is getting knocked out, man. Hey, Big Smoke, I agree with you. This really should not be a pay-per-view worthy fight. This, I mean, but
No.
everything is apps now. So
Yeah.
um is yes, bro. There's uncle. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I think he knocks him out. Honestly, I think probably 6 rounds, 6 rounds, maybe a little bit more. But it looks like they're putting some pretty good stock on this Utria Colombiano guy. So we'll see. But it looks like Tito is some sort of champion here. I'm not even really sure. But
What weight are they fighting, Ed? Do you know?
yeah, they are fighting. I think it was super. Let me see, and
Well,
super lightweight.
junior welterweights, 140.
Yeah, super lightweight. Well, for the title that they have, I think it's IBF that goes by super lightweight or junior welterweight, whichever one they want to describe it. But yes, all right, gentlemen, let's move on to the next fight here. We have Victor Santillan versus Gary Antonio Russell. Now, I never heard of this brother.
He's a baby,
Is he?
even though he looks like the father.
Okay. Well, just to make it clear, he's 33 years old.
Well, I
Yeah.
thought he was a baby. Maybe he's not.
No, he's 30. He's 33. So he even got the year tattooed on his back, 1998. Yeah, he's 33 years old. I never heard of this Russell. We the one that's more active today is Gary Antoine Russell, but I've never heard of this Russell. So
What's his record, Ed?
yeah, he is 21-1. So he only has one defeat.
Okay.
And Santillan, he's 16-2. Let's see. Russell is 33 years old. Santillan is 31 years old. They're both the same height. Santillan is a southpaw. Russell had out of his 21 wins, 13 are by knockout. Santillan, out of his 16 wins, 7 are by knockout.
Where's Santillan from?
Santillan is Dominican.
Oh, okay.
So, David, what do you make of this fight?
They're fighting at 122.
Yeah, super bantamweight. Yes.
You know what, dude? I'm not going to go against Antonio Russell. Any Russell, unless if he's fighting a world champion or a former world champion, I might decide. But I'll go with Russell because I don't know much about Santillan, but I know Russell. I mean, it's a boxing family.
Okay. All right. Hey, Big Smokes, I have seen that guy. He looks like that actor. Jason Momoa. He looks like that guy. Yeah. Yeah. So I do like that heavyweight. Let's see if we can get some bigger fights, man. Mikey, what do you make of this fight?
Yeah, this undercard went under the radar for me. It just it's a Russell, so I'm gonna push for Russell. They're
perros. They're perros.
Yeah, they're a boxing family. They're perros, and they teach each other. I guess one of the Russells is like the head coach, and I seen him in the corner. So I'm gonna go for the Russell. I like their technique and their how they fight. So I'm gonna go for Russell.
Yeah, Gary Russell Jr. is the one that coaches them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The father died, right?
Rest in peace, right?
I believe the father died, and now Gary Russell Jr., which is probably the one that was the most popular out of all of them. Yeah. He's the one that does the corner work now. Like I said, look, I've never heard of this Russell. The fact that he's 33 years old, I'm gonna tell everybody this, man. I think this is the fight where you need to go get your pizza. Go get the pizza, go outside and barbecue. I think this fight's going to be boring. I think there's going to be a sleeper of a fight. Neither one of these guys impresses me with their knockout ratio. I don't like it. The amount of fights that they have at the age that they're at. Santillan is 31 years old. He only has 18 fights total. Antonio Russell, 33 years old. He only has 22 fights total. And the fact that he's a Russell and we've never heard of him before. Yeah, no, man. Who do I think wins? Yeah, I guess I'll go with Russell. Maybe he's got a little bit more experience. They both have defeats on their record, but I guess I'll go with Russell. I think he's more the household name, so I'll go with Antonio Russell. But I think it's gonna be a complete sleeper of a fight, man. I don't think this fight is gonna give any action. So if you're gonna go get yourself some pizza loca, this is the time to go pick it up right here. So we'll see. All right, let's move on to the co-main event, which I'm actually excited for. All right, Let me set it up. Okay, there we go. All right, gentlemen. So here we got the co-main event: Yoenli Hernandez versus Francisco Daniel Vernon. Let me break it down here. Yoenli is an up and comer. He's 10-0, where Vernon is 17-1-1. Yoenli's 29 years old, but he's Cubano, so we know those Cubanos. They spend their entire 20s in the amateurs. Vernon is 27 years old. Yoenli is 6'2", while Vernon is only 5'10". They're both orthodox fighters. Yoenli, he has a 90% knockout ratio. Out of the 10 wins, 9 are by knockout. Vernon has 59% knockout ratio. Out of the 17 wins, 10 are by knockout. Mikey, I'll start with you on this one. This is the co-main event. What do you make of this fight?
Yeah, Joanly's the favorite. I've seen the coverage. The Zone on the website. They've been talking about him. The typical Cuban guy. They amateur. They have a big amateur
Oh,
career.
I must have bad
And we're
connection.
talking about that on the Zone website. But it's the same thing, man. These Cubans can't transition to professional boxing. Yeah, they have knockouts and this and that. I used to be sold on that too. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now
Yeah,
we can.
yeah, now we can. Now we can. Yeah,
You can hear me?
yeah, we
Okay.
Yes.
got.
Yeah. So no, it's a Cuban. You got me? Typical Cuban. Yeah. Oh, they make a big deal out of these Cubans, but they don't transition into the professionals. I've seen it over and over. And I'm not being sold on it no more. They have to show me. Yeah, this the Cubans a favorite. The Zone's talking about them. Oh, the next. I don't know who they compared them to, but someone in the early '90s, a boxer, like a heavy puncher, knockout artist, an African American fighter. But still, man, I seen this movie before. Yeah, the Cubans a favorite. But they don't impress me anymore. They don't transition into professionals. They don't make it far. There's a handful that makes it. Nah, I'm not convinced, guys. The Cuban's gonna win.
Okay, I don't know this to be Big Smokes is asking a question because Vernon is from Argentina, and he's asking, isn't that homie out of Madonna's gym? I don't know. Does he train with Chino?
I have no idea.
He probably does. I mean, he's
It could be.
Argentinian. I think he does. Yeah, I think he's one of his fighters.
And his roommate and training partner, Ronnie Alvarez, are future 160, 168. All right. If he does, Mikey, if he does train with Chino, do, do you put any stock in Vernon in this fight?
Uh, I mean, like I said, these South Americans are killers. They're down. They don't have a lot of technique. That's the thing. Uh, but what I've been seeing is the Cubans a favorite. But I put some stock, man. The Argentinians are bangers. They're down.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I will say that, Argentina, they don't really get the respect, man, that they deserve. I'm with you, Mikey. A lot of those fools, man, those dudes are straight guerreros. Those fools are they're warriors, man. When I think about all the Argentinians that I've seen in the ring, they need to be a little bit uplifted a little bit more. I know they're like way, way as south of the freaking earth that you can possibly get to, man, but and that's probably one of the reasons, but those fools got heart, man. Those dudes are straight guerreros, man. David, what do you make of this fight?
You know what? Diablo has heavy hands, and because I saw the press conference yesterday, and I saw the weigh-in today, and they made an emphasis. You know what? His heavy hands, and they got the Argentinian to say, "Yes, I will beat him by boxing." He actually mentioned boxing. So they said, "Are
Mm.
you going to knock him out?" He goes, "If I beat him, I'm going to box him." He emphasized the boxing when they interviewed El Diablo Hernandez. First word out of his mouth, "I'm knocking him out. I'm knocking him out." So yes, they have the reputation, but I don't know if Veron has the same reputation of being a banger like a lot of the Argentinians. You know what I mean? So I just have a feeling that's going to be a knockout, and I think Hernandez is going to do it. And I wanted it on this because you know what? Everybody's talking about him. They're saying that he does not have the Cuban. I mean, if you guys been watching, you know what they've been saying about him, that he doesn't have that Cuban pedigree, that he goes out there, he fights, the jab, that long hit. Uh, you know what, dude? I want to see him prosper because I want to see him fight Virgil. Everybody's saying he's the next big thing at 160. Well, so is Virgil.
I like what Demetrio said. Every Cuban is the next Cuban.
Yeah, no, yeah, they're saying that he doesn't have. Well, they're saying that he doesn't have the Cuban style, and they actually said, you know what, tomorrow you're going to see it's not that hit and run all night long. He goes after you.
No,
But once again, Ed, I can't say because I've never seen him fight, but I have heard about him. I've been hearing about him, but I don't remember seeing him fight. So I'm just going by what Sergio, that Amora said, and what these guys are saying on the zone. That's what I'm going by.
Oh no, David, you've heard it from me. I've said it on here.
Yes, you have. Yes.
Yeah. I've said it before about Yorandy Hernandez. I said, hey, this dude, he does not have that typical Cuban style fight. This guy is a banger. Now, the last time I saw him fight, I wasn't that impressed with him. I was like, you know what, man? Maybe I hyped him up a little bit too much, right? But he does not have that Guillermo Rigondeaux style. He does not have the Landy Lara style. He does not have this kind of just, jab and move, jab and move, jab and move. He does not have that style. He's a big dude. He has some power to his punches, and he'll bang away. Like I said, his last fight was kind of the fight where I kind of said, okay, let me take a step back. He's 29 years old. We all know that Cubanos spend their early boxing career in the amateurs as he did. I don't know how many amateur fights he has, but it's with the Cubanos, it's always well over 200 fights. So that's why he doesn't have that many professional fights. I like what I've seen. Other than his last performance, I like what I've seen from him. Against whom? Like everybody says, a bunch of
Mark saying he's never heard it from you.
What? Where
Look at him.
Oh my God! You know the thing about Mark. You know the thing about Mark, and I left the comment. I left a comment on his. He made a video like, "Hey, breaking news, everybody! Robert Garcia said that Virgil Ortiz is going to 160." I left the comment. I said, "Man, I told you that months ago. I told you that months ago." And by the way, Mark. By the way, what'd you say about Benavides? Mark, let me put your comment up here, man.
He didn't go down. Benavides ain't going down.
What did I tell you, Mark? What did I tell you about Benavides? Oh, you know what? You're telling me he's the next big star. He's gonna go down to fight Dimitri Bivol, and then he's gonna fight Better Biev, and then he's gonna go heavyweight and fight Usyk. I told you, Mark. I said he's never going back down to 175. Never. No, yes he is. Yes, no, Mark. He's never going back down to. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Okay. All right. Stay in the Lone Star State, Holmes. Stay in the Lone Star State, man. Hey, shout out to my brother Mark from PYP Boxing. All right, so I don't know anything about Vernon. All I know is those Argentinian dudes are tough. That's all I really know. To me, it's going to come down on how much can it take. Randy, he packs a pretty big punch, man. He does. Like I said, his last fight, I wasn't that impressed. That kind of made me step off a little bit because I was rising pretty high on this guy. Now I'm kind of like, you know what? But I never seen him. I probably seen about 3 of his fights. I never seen him do Guillermo Rigondeaux. I've never seen him do a Lara. Even his last fight, it wasn't really that good, but he wasn't dancing around. He wasn't just trying to outpoint him. No, he was in there trying to fight. So I expect a pretty good main event, man. Argentinians, they're bangers. They go in there and they bang it out. So I think we're in for a pretty good one. But yeah, I got Hernandez on this one for tomorrow. So, gentlemen, it is time. Let me get the footage up here. Here we go. Okay, there we go. It is time for the pay-per-view start. Man, look at his chain. I didn't even notice that his chain has a championship belt on it. Wow. two-division world champion Rolly Romero stepping into the ring against Teofimo Lopez, gentlemen. Man, I've been seeing interviews with these guys, okay? Teo is being Teo, all right? But Rolly, he's as weird as it gets. This Vato is as weird as it gets. Even in the weigh-ins today when Chris Mannix was interviewing him, this Vato is completely just off his knockers, man. I'm like, gosh, this guy is weird as hell, man. But I'll start with you on this one, David. What's your thoughts on this fight?
It's going to be a sparring match.
Okay.
I talked to boxing. Remember the boxing guru?
Oh yeah,
Sal,
yeah.
Big Sal, dude, he's
Sal,
back. I think I'm not sure if he was sick or what happened, but he's been off for a while. As a matter of fact, I was going to try to get him on the day, but I completely forgot to text you to see if it was okay. But it'd be great to bring him on in the near future. The guy knows boxing, good dude, solid dude. I asked him, I go, Sal, who's going to win? And he goes, David, it's going to be a sparring match. It's going to be a sparring match because they're very close. And they're not going to be able to separate it. It's not going to be a great fight. And you know what? Sal's pretty much in tune with the boxing world. So I tend to agree with him.
Okay.
That it's not going to be a great fight. It's going to be. I don't think it's going to be a great fight. It's going to be a sparring match.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's no secret. They've been saying it the whole lead up that they're friends and they're buddies and everything. But they're gonna get in there and they're gonna fight. I'm with you, David, but at some point, one of them wants to win, right? I mean, both of them want to win. I'm with you in the sense of like, hey, you know what? We're buddies and everything, but you still want to win. I get it. There's no bad blood. It's not like, hey, man, I want to kill this dude. I want to hurt this dude. But you still want to win. You know, I mean, I don't think anybody wants to lose to their homie.
I want Rolly to win. I like Rolly. But you know what? Teo has too much arsenal.
Yeah.
But it all depends which Teo shows up. You know what I mean? It all depends which TEOFIMO shows up. But Rolly is not Shakur Stevenson. So, you know, it all depends which Teo shows up. But my feeling is Teo's going to win. He's not going to knock him out. Teo hasn't knocked anybody out since 135. He hasn't knocked anybody out since 135. And so it's not going to be a knockout. It's probably going to be Teo. If he's the right Teo shows up, Teo by decision and probably unanimous decision. He's going to run circles on him. But if Rolly catches him, he's done. But I don't think he's going to be quick enough to catch him.
Okay. Battle of the autism.
Yeah, I agree, Smokey. I agree. Yes.
Easy money for Teo. Okay. Or somebody for Teo. Okay. Mikey, break it down to us as the boxing scientist, man. You study both of these fighters. How does this fight play out? Oh, yeah.
He's going to have to log on and off.
But I think Teo has more tools in the toolbox. All right. Yeah. I'll be back.
Yeah, log on and off. He'll come back on.
Log back on. Yeah.
You know what? We should have asked Mikey first because he should have broken it down because he's the scientist.
Yeah. Okay. Here's how I see it, man. Okay. I think both of them have issues, right? Like Rolly is just a strange, odd dude, man. Like he's just off his rockers. But like I remember somebody said, I don't know, somebody in the chat has said, hey, he's got retarded strength, right? Like he's just strong, man.
He does.
I like that he's working with his new head trainer. And when it comes to Teofimo Lopez, I agree that at times he can look like he's an elite fighter. He can look that way. I saw an interview with that, what's his name? The Mr. Versace dude or Gucci guy?
Yeah, Mr. Versace. He's the president Versace. Of the Ring magazine. Yes.
Okay, that guy. He was on there with his dad. And man, it turned into a therapy session between father and son. It was like, all right, like we're airing things off, we're getting things off our chest, it was, and I was just like, man, this is your head trainer, man. I mean, he's your dad, yes, but he's also your head trainer, and you guys are like, there's like a Jerry Springer show. And now I'm kind of like, wow, how great how great has it really been in training camp for Teo? So I'm not really sure if Teo is really in his right mind. We know that he has some sort of mental issues as well. So does Rolly, but I think Rolly is a little bit more focused on the fight. Let's see if Mikey's back here.
One two
Mikey,
one two one two. Can you hear me?
yes, sir. Mikey, break it down to us, man.
Oh man, this fight's unpredictable. It could go as like Dave said, as a sparring match. They know each other. They're great friends. Salas, the trainer, trained. He's training Rolly, but he also helped train Teo, so he knows his weaknesses and what he's good at. I mean, the only way I see Rolly winning if he boxes and fights off the Cuban style. Salas will teach him, because that's what gives Teo trouble. Teo gets trouble when you box him and move, and like Shakur and you name it. What's the Spaniard dude? I forgot. But yeah, you get in trouble, you got to box him. This guy's tailor-made for Teo. He's going to come forward. Teo can move. When you come forward, you seen him in New York, how he boxed beautifully. You got to come to him, and that's what Rolly does. He's going to come to him, and Teo's going to shine. But Rolly does pack a punch, and Teo, is he focused? You know what I mean? Teo's like a B- type fighter. Let's not give him too much credit. Oh yeah, he did this. Yeah, he did beat Loma, but Loma was injured. Now we're seeing like, oh, you know what? Teo's not that good. Versus Shakur, he sucked, and we seen him get decisions, and he looks bad. I'm like, dude, this guy's really like a B- fighter. So anything could happen, but I think I got Teo. He's tailor-made for him. Rolly's tailor-made for him. And I think Teo's going to look good fighting off the back foot and boxing and doing off the shoulder roll and everything.
Mikey, did you say Salas trained Teo?
Doesn't Salas help out with Teo?
No, he's never helped out with Teo.
Yeah, the little guy, the little trainer.
Yeah, no, Salas is training. Salas is training Rolly.
Yeah, he's training Rolly, but Teo goes to Miami and he trains with them.
Oh, really? I never knew. I never heard that.
The guy that puts the big tacones, right? Is that him?
No, Salas is the little guy. Salas doesn't train in Miami. Salas trains in Vegas. One that you're talking is Santos.
Santos
trains in Miami.
I thought I seen this guy with him, but okay. But still, Rolly's tailor-made for Teo.
Okay, so Rolly's made. He's tailor made for Teo.
Yeah.
Have you seen?
I agree.
But have anybody seen any improvement from Rolly though? Because
under Salas.
Yes.
The past 2 fights. Yes.
Right. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Because we all used to make fun of him. Man, this fool can't fight. Man, this dude, he's just a clown and everything. But you know what? I mean, I'm starting to take this guy a little bit more serious now. I'm seeing some improvements from Rolly. I'm not saying he's great or anything, but yeah, I'm seeing some improvements from Rolly. I don't think that when this fight, if I ever entertained this fight, a while ago, I would have said, Teo is going to school him. Now I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. I will say this. If there is a knockout, I think it's Rolly knocking out Teo. I don't think Teo can knock him out.
100%.
I don't think, Mikey, if there's a knockout, do you think it could go either way?
I think so. Even though Teo hasn't knocked nobody out, Rolly's a little chinny. He's a little chinny.
Yeah.
He's been knocked out before, and that does mess up your what's it called? Your chin's connected to your brain. So he's a little chinny, and Teo could land a precise shot. So, man, Rolly doesn't have the best chin. He's been knocked out and dazzled a lot. So, it could go either way. But most likely, I think Teo's going to outpoint him. But I think he could hurt him with a shot doesn't see, right on the money.
Hey, Mikey, he got knocked out twice, right? One by Pitbull and once by
Tank.
Tank.
Yeah.
And he got knocked out on both of them. Yeah, and
The
and
old man
Pitbull.
rocked him, right? Didn't the old man rock
Old
him?
man rocked him.
The,
Yes,
the,
he gave him the fight.
Barroso's, yeah, he
Barroso
dropped,
rocked him?
he dropped them once or twice.
Yeah,
Yes,
Okay, yeah.
yeah. I don't think Teo packs that punch at this weight
Yeah.
class. I don't think he
no,
does. Maybe if they're still fighting at 140, maybe somewhere down there. For one reason or another, I just don't see power shots from Teo. When Teo fought at Times Square, he fought
Barbosa.
Barbosa,
Barbosa.
Barbosa.
okay, he fought Barbosa. He was able to do anything he really wanted with Barbosa except drop him, except knock him out, except really hurt him. Barbosa never really got hurt in that fight. Yeah, he lost, hands down. He lost. He got a schooling. Now, somebody could say, like, well, he wanted to embarrass him because he talking all that mess. Okay, fine. Embarrass him for 8, 9 rounds and then get him out of there. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure. I'm saying what his dad is saying. Where's your power, bro? Where's your power? I'm telling Teo what Teo Senior is telling him in the corner. Where's your power, bro? I don't think he's gonna hurt Rolly. I think he's gonna outbox him. I'm picking Teo in this fight. I think he wins by points. Um, Teo is just one heck of an athlete, man, with his footwork, his angles, the way he moves around the ring, his speed. I don't think he ever hurts Rolly. I hope he does. I hope. I mean, I have nothing against Rolly, but I hope he finds his power, man, and we could see the old Teo, and he can do the backflips in the middle of the ring after he wins by knockout. But that's what I got. I got Teo by decision. David, how does this fight end?
And it's going to be you know what, you called it just right. And when you compared it to Barbosa, it's going to be it's going to be a boring fight. Theo's going to run around, hit, boom, boom, boom. This guy's going to be hitting, throwing wild. Dude, he knows exactly what punches he throws, when he throws them. Dude, the Barbosa fight, unless if you're like Mikey breaks down fights. He knows the steps. He knows the footwork. He knows the body movement. He loved Barbosa. Me personally, I hated it. It was a boring fight. You know what I mean? Because I don't see what Mikey sees. I see the trancazos. So I see this fight. It's going to be identical to the Barbosa fight. To me, it's going to be boring. Mikey is going to see things that I don't see because he's a scientist and I'm a former cop. You know what I mean? I don't look at those things. He does. He's the scientist.
Thanks, man.
All right. So how does the fight end, though, David?
It's
Teo
going to be just like the Barbosa. It's going to be
Okay.
Teo unanimous decision.
Okay. All right, Mikey. Final shot. How does this fight end?
Yeah, Rolly's tailor made. It's
Yeah.
His defense isn't. I don't think he can block every single shot. What happened? Okay, yeah. So yeah, I think Teo decision. Don't get me wrong. If Teo does hit him right on the money and he gets him drunk because he, like I said, he is chinny, but he is in 147. He looks bigger. He looks stronger, and he's improved. Maybe that could be because he was weight drained at that weight because he is a big kid. But yeah, Teo Tacha, he's a little guy. He was getting knockouts because he had the advantage on that lower weight. Now that he moved up, you could tell that his power is not transitioning. So if I had to put my money, I'm gonna say Teo decision, and it's gonna put on a show like the Barbosa. Yeah.
Yeah, a Big Smokey. I don't think Lopez Senior is going to have to do that much coaching in this fight. So I think he's going to get away with what he says in the corner. I don't think he's going to have to do that much. I'm not taking anything away from Rolly. I'm not taking it, but Rolly does not move around the ring like that. I just Teo, he can move, man. He can be like a cat in there. So I don't think Rolly, unless he catches him with one, but yeah, man. That's well.
Hey,
We'll see.
Ed, you've met Rolly. Remember you said you went to a fight and he was talking to a flower?
Yes.
Is he a little guy, Ed? Because he looks like 5'6".
Yeah. He's not a big dude. He's not a big guy.
Both of them look little.
Yeah,
and they say they're 5'8", but Canelo's 5'8".
No, he's not 5'8". He's 5. Maybe 5'7", but I'll say more like 5'6".
Okay, so they're both little guys.
Yeah. He's not a
Okay, I've
big
never
dude.
seen him.
Yeah, he's not a big dude. And just to make
Okay.
it clear, he had a plastic flower and he was petting it like it was a pet. So I no, hey, I'm not lying. Mark can back me up
I
on that.
remember you talked about it.
Yeah,
It's weird, man.
he's an odd dude, man. He's an odd dude. All right. Anything else, folks, before we wrap it up?
No, hey, I can't wait for finally, man. It seems like it's been a month that we haven't seen some good fights. I can't wait for tomorrow.
Yeah, I think the undercard is going to give us some good fights, with the exception of the Antonio Russell. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Maybe that turns out to be the best fight, but I hope I'm wrong. I got Rolly by stoppage, fellas. Son of
Hey,
a
Big Smokey, I'm surprised, man.
Boses, put the beats on to people forget this. Okay. All right. All right. I mean, when he fought Cambosis, he had a big medical issue. So, all right. But hey, we're going to end it right there. That is a Gran Chingon El Mero Mero 1, Mr. David Contreras. That is the boxing scientist from Mikey TV's 365, 1, Mr. Mike Zavala, Cholo Trucker. Enjoy the fights. Whatever you guys do this weekend, be safe doing it so we can come back and do it again. Catch you guys on the next round.
Gentlemen.